Shesh, I want to, before I say welcome, even I want to say congratulations for winning the Best Actor award. You totally deserved it.
Thank you.
And welcome to Dubai.
Yeah, as I told you last night, it's my first time here.
Yes.
तो मतलब
अच्छा लग रहा है?
अच्छा, काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है. इनफैक्ट लास्ट नाइट होटल में खाना खत्म हो गया था तो हम 24 आवर रेस्टोरेंट ढूंढते निकले. इधर थोड़े बहुत खा रहे थे.
ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है ज़्यादा, बहुत आसानी से मिल जाती है.
मिल गए यार, मिल गए. I had a nice cheesecake also, अच्छा था.
Really?
हाँ, सुबह 5 बजे तक ऐसे सड़क घूम रहे थे हम, सड़क छाप एकदम.
That is very normal here. Dubai doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you must not sleep even while you're
Our
in Dubai.
Telugu audience also doesn't sleep, looks like. A lot of selfies happening on the road. They're like,
Yeah,
why is
no?
this guy walking around on the road?
Also in this heat.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah? This is getting better.
Yeah, California boy, no, it's the same.
Oh yeah, correct.
Yeah, it feels like California with Arabic letters.
Alright, so let's get to talking about you, your journey, your career, everything. We'll come to major also in just a bit, but let's begin with understanding that you're an actor, you're a director, you're a screenwriter.
Director तो मतलब failed director हूँ.
So what do you think?
I directed my first film. चली नहीं, but मजबूरी थी, मतलब कोई लेना नहीं वाला नहीं था, you know, so I just thought I'll try it.
So you don't enjoy direction as much?
I don't think I know it. हाँ, but acting and writing, yeah.
Okay, so what is it like? So you enjoy acting and writing more than direction, but then in future, if you see yourself doing just one thing and just focusing on that, what would that be out of these three?
Until I can do stunts, I'll act. Then I'll only write.
Okay. Tell me, when you did Major, how many bones did you break?
Actually, you know what? I didn't break any bones, but I messed up my ligament for this one, and I also, my left scapula screwed up. So I know that
My God.
jumping like 5 floors and rolling around, and then action choreographer Sunil Master would suddenly say, just ऐसे reverse पलटी मारना है सच और कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है सर, मारेंगे. नहीं, पर इस बार आपको बुलेट प्रूफ वेस्ट के साथ हाथ में MP5 वेपन पकड़ के रिवर्स पलटी मारना है. Then the gun hits you in the face, you know, that sort of thing.
Wow. I mean, that must be like, you know, when we watch it on screen, it just looks so simple and it's like, aise waise kar liya. You know, honestly, like, I've recently even met a fight choreographer who actually was telling me the way they shoot those stunt scenes and how you're supposed to ek mukka idhar se aur phir ek laat idhar se jani chahiye. You know, all of that is so properly planned and calculated for a scene.
Yeah, and also Major Sandeep, he was a training officer in the National Security Guard. So India में सबसे elite fighting force is the National Security Guard.
Yeah.
उनमें 51 SAG is a anti-terrorist special action group. उनका training officer है वो. So you can imagine he's like the teacher to the elite of India.
Right.
So that was the goal, to be able to move like.
But I'll tell you one thing, that a movie like this, we'll come to Best Actor Award because you were phenomenal in the movie, of course. But the story itself, the movie itself, I think a lot of movies, a lot of shows have been made on that incident that happened at the Taj in Mumbai. But this story, Major Sandeep's story, needed to be told because not a lot of people were aware of this.
Yeah, I think we made that very obvious in the trailer when Revati ma'am playing Dhanlakshmi Amma, his mom, says, "मेरी बेटी की कहानी सिर्फ उस अटैक के बारे में नहीं है, उसकी अपनी एक जिंदगी है."
Yeah.
That was the goal. So we very clearly wanted to say this is a story on his life.
Yeah. And your acting was phenomenal. Tell me the kind of prep you had to do for this.
I think a lot of it was emotional prep. Physical, though, already you understand how crazy it was. But I think, you know, उनके जो personal letters जो उन्होंने लिखे हैं, like hundreds of them. We have personal documents. तो वो पढ़ रहा था, उनके recording सुन रहा था. You know, uncle और अम्मा उनके साथ I've spent months and months and months. So the goal was to just try and react like him. He's not somebody who speaks too much, but when he does, he was Surya Putra. You know, he reminded me of you know, that sort of light that he can give. So even the darkest of things he would say with a very, very positive mindset. So I wanted to be able to encapsulate that. And you know, even last night when we won, when I won Best Actor, Anurag Sharath won Best Producers, I think the goal was how else can we take Major Sandeep's legacy
Yeah.
to people? It started, just think about it, especially the Hindi version, obviously everyone relates to it, but for especially the Telugu version, stories about a man from Kerala, grew up in Bangalore, served in Haryana, Kashmir, and
Yeah.
passed away in Mumbai, saving the country. If you think about it, it has nothing to do with the average Telugu person's daily life.
Yes.
वो नहीं बोल सकता कि हाँ यार मैं उधर था जब अटैक हुआ था.
True.
He can't say that.
True.
But to hear like 18-year-olds who were like 3 years old when the attacks happened,
Yeah.
to hear them scream his name in the theater,
Yeah.
that's something, right?
Yeah.
So I think on some level we contributed to his memory and sort of so people understand his sacrifice much better than history books.
Yeah, true. As a person, did you relate to his character, his nature? Like, what was the similarity and what was the major difference?
I think he's so aspirational यार. मतलब लोग अमिताभ बच्चन के फैंस होते हैं, शाहरुख खान के फैंस होते हैं. मैं मेजर संदीप का फैन हूँ. I think as a human being, he is my Amitabh Bachchan sir. He is my Shahrukh Khan. And I'm not nearly as good or as positive.
I was coming to that. Are you looking at any Bollywood directors to work with?
You always want to, but and I don't mean this with any sense of arrogance at all, but the goal is I'm just so curious about ideas more than the right person. It's the right idea. If it's the right idea, I don't care if it's a newcomer or if it's somebody who's been directing for 30 years.
Right.
Out of my last 6 films, I've introduced 4 directors. So,
That
that's...
doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you want like a Rajmouli sir to say, Sesh, do you want to be the lead in my next? But we're waiting for him to finish his Mahesh sir's film first. So,
Right. Okay, tell me, now that we are seeing, I asked you this earlier as well on the red carpet yesterday, but like, you see the trend now. There is no more South Indian movie or just Bollywood movie. It's a pan-Indian movie. That's where the trend is going these days. Even Jawan and so many movies that we're seeing released in so many different languages, and then that whole crossover, having a good mix of actors from both South and the North. Do you think, of course it's great, the move is great, the trend is great, but do you think somewhere the story gets lost, the real story gets lost in translation when you're doing something like this?
Here's the thing. I think we all have a sort of common culture we're unified by. लेकिन हर culture का अपना एक unique चीज़ भी है.
Right.
So in many ways, we're like, a bunch of cultures that are similar but a little unique in their own way. So I think the goal is to, if you're going to tell something, you want a Punjabi audience to see it, you want a Telugu audience to see it, and you want a Marathi audience to see it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's narrated only in the commonalities. आप जब एक rooted कहानी बोलते हो ना, जो सिर्फ तेलुगु बंदा समझ सकता है, then the Kashmiri guy will have a very tough.
Yeah, they'll be very indifferent to it.
हाँ, वो relate नहीं करेंगे.
True.
And same vice versa. अगर आप, if you're telling something that's very relatable to a Kashmiri person, somebody in Thiruvananthapuram is not
Interested.
going to relate.
Yeah.
So the goal is to, and because I grew up in the US, I think I tend to write and act in films that aren't localized. They tend to, उसको आप English में बनाओ, हिंदी में बनाओ, तेलुगु में बनाओ, it's just based on how good you make.
Correct.
So, and Major was probably a great example of being a true all-Indian film. A man born in Kerala, raised in Bangalore, served in Hyderabad, Haryana, Kashmir.
Yeah.
Was in the Indian Military Academy in Dehradun. Then Khadakwasla, Pune, National Defence Academy. And then Mumbai. So it's just like, if that's not an all-Indian story.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
true.
so.
Tell me, what do you enjoy watching?
I love English language film, I love Hindi film, I love Telugu film. I struggle with other European cinema.
Okay.
But
do you get like emotional when you watch like emotional dramas or like something, just maybe any real stories or something that makes you cry?
The only thing I stay away from is horror films.
Same.
Because I'm actually scared of horror films. Like, I will actually cry if you... Please, I don't want to watch
I will just keep my eyes closed. I will not even watch, so there's no point. Now tell me one question that your mom keeps asking you. and you don't answer.
That was off camera. I suggested it.
When? What? I didn't.
Oh,
I don't even.
haven't
I
said to
wasn't even
someone
here.
else. Oh, okay. Oh, I said it to him.
See?
Yeah.
This is just my own question. Tell me, what is it?
She's just asking when I'm coming back from Dubai. That's all she asked me. She has not asked me about any marriage or in any way whatsoever, any shape or form.
It doesn't have to be while you're in Dubai. It must be just generally she must be asking you on a daily basis, "Beta, kab kar rahe ho shadi?"
We have Prabhas Anna in Telugu. No, first let him get married. Then.
This is how siblings.
First we have
will talk.
Salman bhai.
First you tell bhai to get married, then अम्मी मैं तो छोटा
नहीं
हूँ.
हमारा ट्रेडिशन क्या परंपरा क्या है कि यार बड़े भाई की शादी होती है then छोटे का होता
If you're getting married, what are the things you would like to have in a girl?
है. Yeah, somebody just spontaneous. I think somebody with a sense of adventure.
Okay.
You know, who's constantly curious. You have to be curious in life.
Okay, all right. On that note, we're going to end the interview, let you free to explore Dubai and maybe, who knows, find the girl you're looking for. Or your mom is looking for.
इससे बेहतर मैं स्काई डाइविंग कर लेता हूँ. चलो स्काई डाइविंग. I commit
That
to skydiving.
Oh, you're comparing like getting married to skydiving.
No, I'm saying skydiving is better than getting married.
But thank you so much, Sesh. It's been a fun conversation. I knew it's going to go like this. It went even better than I had imagined. But thank you so much for
I
being
appreciate
so
it.
wonderful.